Hey, welcome to another video. Roger here with Nemesis Gear and Steampunked Out. This is another wand making video in my Watch Me Work and Japaron series. Still working on getting these shorter and shorter. This one I finally got it down a little over 7 minutes, so how about that? Got out a lot of superfluous stuff here. This is the third wand in my Hogwarts house inspired wands. This one is going to be for the Ravenclaw. So we're going to have a blue handle for this one. And again, this is made out of maple wood. I've already got this down into the round, and I've got my handle marked out and using the skew chisel to put my lines in. And then I'll be tapering the wand shaft down. And if you want to see more detail on these, make sure you check out my other videos. I'll post a link at the end here to the playlist. I've got some that are actually really quite long and detailed. Uh, this is a lot of this is the same sort of stuff I do in my other videos. So I've cut a lot of that out. Still really thinking about doing a wand giveaway. Um, maybe make a wand and video how it's made and talk about it, and then for people who are interested, they can enter in a giveaway. But it really depends on you. If you're interested, I sure would like to hear about it. Tell me what you like, what you don't like about the videos. Thumbs up are great, but I sure would like to hear the comments. You know, should I speed these up or cut more parts out or explain a little bit more about what I'm doing? Let me know what you think. All right, well, I've got this wand shaft getting pretty close to the right size. Lots of sanding that I've cut out, but I do lots of sanding on these. And now I'm just feeding that as far into the jaws as I can get it, so that I have less flexing on that wand, so I don't get so many chatter marks and stuff to work out. And now I'm just bringing that shaft down, moving to a skew chisel to start the handle, and gonna have kind of a nice rounded handle here. It's a little bit fatter towards the pommel. And then I'll work in with a spindle detail gouge to kind of clean those up and refine the shape a bit. This wand actually went fairly quickly compared to some of the other wands. I kept the design sleek and efficient, so it didn't take quite as long to do, even though I do some wood burning. And then, of course, I'm putting the silver inlay in this as well for the blue and silver. I thought about going with the Ravenclaw colors from the books, which would have been blue and bronze. But because I do have some kind of a coppery bronze metallic paint that I probably could have done in there, but it takes a lot longer to use that brush to put in. And so many people are really just more familiar with the movies, so I went ahead and stuck with the blue and silver on this. So, but I already got the basic shape of the wand set up here, and I'm just finalizing the shape of the shaft of the wand. And then, of course, always once I get that all finished up, I go and do the tip and the pommel on the belt sander to clean that up. Just getting the pommel defined where I'm going to cut that off, and then finishing the shapes here. And then we move to a whole bunch of sanding, which I have cut most of it out. So starting with the 240 grit all the way up to a 3 or a 220 grit up to a 340, and then burnishing as well, which I think I cut out most of the burnishing on this. Again, using the steel wire to burn in my definition lines there. I really like those accents. And for this one, I want to do a double spiral. It ends up looking sort of like a basket weave on the handle. So I'll go with a spiral one direction and then a spiral the opposite direction, and you'll see that. I'm marking in all of my lines, and then I'll go to the wood burning tool and I'm trying a different tip this time on my wood burner. I like it a little bit better. I wish that the actual detail tip was a little better. You'll see that. But first, I want to burn in, kind of scorch part of this to get some nice color transition there. I really like using the friction burn on these wands. I suppose I could, use dye to color them black, but uh, the dark friction burning just really has a richness to it that I really enjoy. So here's that new wand tip. It's got a rounded shape when it burns in, instead of the square tip I was using earlier. It's a little bit wider, and it did make it a lot easier to draw in the silver paint in these lines. So I'm pretty happy with this, other than wishing the very point of it was a little bit sharper so I could get into the cracks where it gets narrow there. And then again, just sanding and cleaning up the wood burning, and brushing out all the char out of the lines. And then I'm using the torch to kind of make sure that I had a couple of places that weren't evenly dark there from the friction. And then we'll move to the dye, and this is again a nice blue dye. It goes on pretty smooth and even. And then off screen, once this is dry, I buff this all out and burnish and clean it up. And then now I'm moving to the silver paint. I'm using a silver paint pen on this, and it really helps me to control the tip a lot better, going into the little grooves there. So that also sped things up quite a bit from using a brush. And yeah, it's a kind of an open basket weave pattern that worked pretty well. Going in now with the linseed oil, and it's just a matter of oiling, letting it dry, and then now putting on the wax finish as well once that's done, and then final buffing. And that all turned out really well. So I'm going to show a picture here that I took in the photo studio of with the good camera. Hope you enjoyed seeing how this wand was made. It is going to be available on the Etsy page, so make sure you like and subscribe, and check out the Etsy link below if you're interested in purchasing this. And as always, thanks for watching.